students, today let us perform an activity to investigate whether all the compounds having hydrogen are considered to be acids or not. For this one, what the material required it is, one is glass beaker, second one solutions, third one AC supply, fourth one graphite rods, and fifth one is bulb. So these are the main requirement we want to use to perform this activity. So first of all, how to prepare solutions of, one is glucose, second one alcohol, third one hydrochloric acid, HCl acid, and fourth one is sulfuric acid, H2SO4 acid. So different four varieties of the solutions you have to prepare. So purpose of, or what is the name of this activity? It is to know whether compounds have H2 or acids or not. So firstly have to take the transparent glass beaker and have to arrange two electrodes made up of with graphite rods. Insert these two graphite rods into the container, and of course have to take the solution. First of all, the dilute sulfuric acid or the dilute HCl acid into the beaker. Now take two different colored wires and have to fix the two wires, one end of the wire to the electrodes like this. One is the wire and the second one is like this. And now the two terminals has to come connected to the electrical supply, that is of 2000 volts power supply. And meanwhile have to connect the one electrical bulb here. This one is the bulb here we are using. This one is the bulb here, and this should be connected to the power supply here. So this one is the arrangement to perform this activity. So here this is the container that is of containing dilute HCl, and this one is the rod that is of graphite, rods of graphite, and these are the electrical wires, and this is the bulb. So first of all I have to switch on the switch on the current. Now you can see here whether the bulb it glows or not. After that one, remove the dilute HCl from the container and have to pour the dilute H2SO4, and have to repeat the same the procedure whether the bulb it glows or not, that you have to observe. And after that one, now have to take the glucose solution and after that the alcohol and perform the same the activity. And in all these cases you have to observe in what cases the bulb it glows or not. So by doing this one, you may observe here, except this glucose and the alcohol, for the remaining of the HCl and H2SO4 you can see the bulb it glows. Why it is happening, but not for the glucose and the alcohol. Here it is. Here the bulb it glows means there should be the passage of current, has to be passed inside the given solution. The passage of the current will indicates what it is, the flow of the charged particles, that is of ions. So when HCl if you take the HCl into the beaker and allow the passage of the current here, now this HCl, it dissociates into H plus ions and Cl minus ions. These two are to be called as the ions here. Now these ions are responsible for the passage of or the generation of the electricity, and because of this reason only you can see now the bulb it glows in the case of HCl as well as in the case of H2SO4. Why? Because here this positive ion, this is called as the positive ion to be called it as cation, and this is the negative ion to be called it as the anion. So mutually oppositely charged ions, they will be migrated towards the respective electrodes, that is of the positive electrode, and this one is the negative electrode, that causes the flow of the charge, nothing but of constitute the flow of the current, and because of this reason only you can see the bulb it glows. But whereas in the case of glucose and alcohol, there is the no pass, there is a, even though we are passing the current here, there is the no chance of getting any of the single ions here, that ultimately leads to the not the here the bulb it won't be glows. So from this experiment, you may conclude that here, even though the glucose and the alcohol both they are having the He, but acids only they are performing the what it is the dissociation of the cation and anion, and whereas in the glucose and alcohol there is no chance of getting any of the ions here. That's why only the acids are ready to perform what it is the giving of the ions only, and such solutions are to be considered as the acids but not of the remaining one.